what are we doing? 3?
Yeah, just do 3, one each. I'll go last.
I think, yeah, I think you can go ahead and Max giving out South Florida.
I mean, that's an obvious one.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it though.
Yeah, I mean that's a hell of a win for Hodgson and company. Year 1, they hand Calhoun his first loss. Good win for the Bulls.
By the way, Fair Dick did beat that college. What is it, Manor College, by about 50.
Yeah.
I will go game ball to. You know what? It's got to be Robert Morris. You're down 12 points or 11 points. You figured out this Bob Morris team. They got magic about him, man. They got magic about him. They lose their whole team, doesn't matter, no problem. They go into Green Bay and somehow find a way to win in a game they were getting their ass kicked on. So, yeah, Bieniek.
I am going to give my game ball to the House of Representatives. This came out yesterday, and we caught more wind of it today after the decision was made and some news stories had come out about it. So the SCORE Act was not even pushed to the platform in the House because they knew basically that they weren't going to get enough votes on it. And that was a late flip or change. If you follow Ross Dellinger at all on from Yahoo Sports, he was covering it a ton because, quite frankly, it needs to be covered. So I think I hope a lot of people at least know of what the SCORE Act was trying to do, and we're going to scrape through a lot of the very elementary parts of it. This was a great quote from Representative Lori Trahan, who is from Massachusetts. She says, from Capitol Hill, it's hard for people to stomach a bill that restricts or caps athletes' NIL compensation when coaching buyouts are not addressed. And the buyout total right now on coaches is $228 million, and we're not even done yet. The SCORE Act was pulled from consideration because it simply didn't have the votes, a clear sign that the members on both sides saw it for what it was, a gift to the NCAA and Power 2 conferences at the expense of athletes, said Trahan from Massachusetts. The bill,
Power 2 conferences. Ooh.
Yeah, the bill would have imposed new restrictions on athletes while doing nothing to address the real instability in college athletics. It ignored the coaching carousel, the erosion of women's and Olympic sports, and the mounting financial deficits, putting small and mid-sized programs and HBCUs at risk. Calling this a solution to the challenges facing college sports was always a stretch, and pulling it from the floor only confirms how unbalanced it was. And there was also a quote that came out here. I don't know what this is from, but basically the CSC, the College Sports Commission, which is basically what the NCAA wants their new ruling committee and their judgment and kind of being able to police some of the things that they want to, is called the College Sports Commission, or CSC. A couple of representatives, and I know the NFLPA and athletes.org were talking about this as well. The quote is cartoonishly villainous about the CSC. And yeah, basically, this was a pretty good thing that did not go through, because what surfaced afterwards, and this is how you know it's pretty fucked up and there's more to it than just what they lead you on to believe. All 4 power conference commissioners were in DC ready to have a victory press conference after they assumed that this was going to get improved in the House. So
here's all you need to know is I know Cody Campbell came around on it a little bit with work, and who knows his true reasons on that. He kind of stated that on Twitter, but Cody Campbell was opposing this. Cody Campbell is the mega booster for Texas Tech, if you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the irony and why I find it compelling is it kind of goes against him being a booster at Texas Tech. So it kind of tells you that his heart might be in the right place.
His heart and mind is in the right spot.
I believe his parents played college athletics.
Yes. So he's a third generation college athlete at Tech.
So he did a commercial to basically try to shit on the SCORE Act, right? And the first edition of it aired, and then it quickly went away. And he had a second edition of this where he paid up for it, and then they still didn't air it. And well, who owns the SEC, the Big 10, the Big 12, and the ACC?
ESPN.
Yes, television networks. So I can tell you right there, the Score Act must be pretty fucking evil. All right.
Yeah.
Like I know you dive into the minutia of it. There's a bunch of layers to it, but that right there is enough for me to say I'm abolishing the fucking Score Act, or I'm against the Score Act.
It's limiting free speech.
Yeah.
If they're removing, it's part of American politics, and I'm not even into really American politics, but when a topic like this, where I have deep interest in it, I am going to have a little bit of passion towards the subject. And yeah, it's free speech. Like if you aren't even going to allow another opinion to be formed and, fairly be advertised on your platform, then there's an issue.
There's so many issues. We're at such a pivotal state in college sports, more than I think any time in its history, maybe the beginning, as far as I know, at least. But it's very important that we figure this thing out as far as that's why Cody Campbell's thing to me, like when I heard him talk about this, because at first I was a skeptic. I was like, oil tycoon, Texas Tech money, you know what I mean? But then when I listened to him talk about it, I thought, they're trying to, abolish this act from 1964 with the television companies. And he believes there's a way where the money can trickle down because that college basketball and college football make so much money, but because they're all through other conferences, like your money is tied up. There's no, like the NFL and MLB and NBA are exempt. They have a, why am I drawing a blank on the fucking term they use? But,
CBA. Collective bargaining.
No, but there's still another word. There's still another word for it where they got, make a long story short is that, he's basically saying the value of college sports when we go to the market is so undersold. We're way more popular than the NBA, the NHL. And if we can get this act from 1964 abolished, because back then there was no fucking cable TV. It's an ancient fucking thing, right? Yeah. Then we can sell our rights for so much money, and that money will be used to pay for all the other sports, whether it's baseball, whether it's hockey, whether it's tennis, whether it's rowing. All these teams can, all these sports can still survive based on the amount of revenue that they'll make. It's kind of fascinating, to tell you the truth. Like, I don't know that. I just feel like nothing is going to pass these days. Though the left and right are so far apart from each other. It's hard to believe that anything will become even. Like, I try to be optimistic. Like, we're going to figure a way out of this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I worry about the future, though.
The other fact about this too is why it's not a great bill. Is this was a bill pushed by the right, by Republicans, and there's more Republicans in the House than Democrats currently. So if it was a morally correct bill, the Republicans should be able to get that thing through. And some of the Republicans voted against it. So, yeah.
Yeah,
good
there's
game ball,
agendas.
though. Yeah, good game ball, though.
What'd you say, Mac?
I said there's agendas. To sum it up, if you're against Petiti and Sankey, you're going to be on the right side.
Yeah.
Like,
morally right. We might not win because money normally wins, but
yeah. I mean, we'll see in the long run. I mean, I think more and more people are seeing through the bullshit. So, I mean, a lot of talk, not a lot of action. That's kind of what it's been for a couple years now.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to get anything passed in this current political climate. What the fuck's going on with my camera?
By the way, there are only 19, 18 games today. All of them except for 3 are at 7 fucking p.m. Can we use a brain?
Hold on. Going back to our wait. No. This is
I know there's conference championship games and whatnot.
Hold on. This is exactly what we're talking about here. I've listened to 3 or 4 different things of Cody Campbell, and this is what he's talking about. Is we can't get out of our own way because each conference and each school is in it for themselves.
Yeah.
if you can get the TV Act abolished and then go to free market with your product, he thinks that if they all agree, every school signs on for this because they're going to make a shit ton of money, that then an entity can say, hey, play this. And this is what he's talking about. He talked about how the schedules go against each other. Right.
I mean, look at the MAC. The MAAC has 5 games tipping off at 7 p.m. You're just
FCS playoffs. So you're talking about setting up something where, I mean, I don't know if this is going to happen anytime soon because of the political climate, but I'm saying like, if this can happen, you can have like structure with all these games. They're going to say, hey, this is our product. We're going to give you 7 straight games all fucking day. Makes sense.